All right, away from swimming, let's talk badminton now. And of course, we know how much and how well the sport have been thriving in this country under the leadership of one man who's taking the sport very seriously with the Badminton Federation of Nigeria, Francis Orbih. He's live on the program today. Francis, I've always wanted you to be on this show long before now because we know all that happened with badminton. Omode, you're very much aware and familiar with all the crises that occurred with badminton in the aftermath of the general election into the boards of Sports Federation. I want to believe all that has been settled now. Tell us more about that.
Yes, promise. It was quite a challenging time for the federation, and but like you said, all that has been sorted out, and we are ready to hit the ground running. All right,
you had a successful first tenure as president of the Badminton Federation of Nigeria. The successes speak for themselves. I mean, we saw our players rise the ranking. We saw our players compete internationally and compete favorably with the rest of the world. Why do you think there would be an opposition to you returning for a second term?
Because there will always be opposition. There's no time you will satisfy everybody, really, as a matter of fact. There were a lot of people when they heard that, oh, there were problems with badminton, with the elections, and they were like, what?
Surprised that why should there be problem with badminton?
But you know, anywhere you have a gathering of people, people will have different interests. And you know, the different interests will determine how they react to situations when they do arise. So it was I will tell you personally, it was a huge lesson. And I think what has happened will make every one of us in the badminton family better people. And for me, badminton in Nigeria is a winner.
Absolutely. And so what will you be doing to ensure that you are able to co-opt these persons who felt differently or who thought differently from your line of thought with the administration of badminton in Nigeria? There were persons who were in opposition. Now that badminton is the winner, you're back as president of the BFN. Would you be bringing them into the system?
We will not be bringing them in. We already started bringing them in. So it's not something that we're going to do. It's something that we're already doing. It was part of the resolution of the whole crisis. And we started by saying that there was no victor, no vanquished. So nobody is going to be victimized. And really and truly, the board generally, we resolved that whatever happened, we've put behind us. We want to look ahead. I mean, there's so much work to do. So there's no time to dwell on.
So much work has been done.
Yes.
And much more work is to be done.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, 2022 is almost gone halfway. What is the BFN doing to ensure that all the lost ground, you guys can be able to catch up with all the time that has been wasted?
Well, we had our first board meeting about 2 weeks ago, and we've rolled out our calendar for the year. You know, we went through a detailed conversation and decided on programs we think strongly should hold this year to bring back the sport. You know, after the COVID-19, we were just trying to pick up, then the elections came, and then the crisis. So we've not really had time to recover from the COVID. So it is now that we are going to, and I can tell you that with the caliber of people on the board, the current board, I'm very confident that we are going to do much better than we did in the first 4 years.
Okay, can you give us an idea of what we should expect from the BFN this year? Starting from now, this is April almost ended, down to December.
One of the things we discussed at our first board meeting, and which is going to be, you know, what we did was we looked at our scorecard. What did we achieve in 4 years? Okay, looking at that, which areas did we think we could have done better? Okay. And we were able to identify those areas, grassroots sports development. So we are going to focus more on schools and grassroots, and then the technical department, umpires, coaches. We need to train and retrain. The quality of players is a function of the caliber of coaches and technical bench or team you have. So those are areas we are going to. So for example, now we have a coaching course on the pipeline. We also have, in fact, not just one, about 2 coaching courses. And then we want to bring back our national championships, which we were holding, for 3 years consecutively. Lagos International is coming back. with a big bang.
Interesting.
For 2 years, we couldn't hold that. So this time around, we want to make it a bigger and better event. And then, of course, the schools program. We are going to the grassroots. We want to have a succession plan. Anu, Godwin, and all the top players now in Nigeria and Africa, when they are fading out, who is going to take over? We must begin to prepare those players right now. So those are the areas we are going to focus on. And for that reason, we're going to have more age grade tournaments than we had in the past 4 years. It's going to be our major focus.
All right. As far as badminton in Nigeria is concerned, the Nigerian badminton players or contingent have dominated Africa very well.
Yes.
You know, Anu Luakwo, #1 in Africa. Doka's same in the women category, I guess. Absolutely. So one area that I know the sport minister told you some time ago was, we've conquered Africa. It's now time to begin to look at how Nigerian badminton players can begin to rub shoulders with the rest of the world, with their counterparts from Asia, with their counterparts from Europe. Because we see these guys come to Nigeria to beat us sometimes in the final of the Lagos International Classics and all of that. What are the plans to ensure that we get our players to that level?
The only way is exposure. You see, if we don't expose our players to quality championships where they can meet the best in the world, they will always go for those competitions, and when they do meet them, they will not be able to, you know, hold their own ground. So they need to play more. These Asians you are talking about, they move from one competition to the other.
Non-stop.
Yes, but our players here, they play one, and for the next how many months, they are just waiting and doing nothing. So we need to change that, and that is what also we are going to try and make a lot of effort. They need to go out there, play more competitions, go to training camps where they can, you know, have very quality training. Once we are able to achieve that, then they will be able to rub shoulders and play against the best in the world. But I can tell you, for as long as we continue the way we've done in the past, they are only going to be, you know, dominant of Africa. And whenever we get out to the, you know, bigger stage, we are not able to really, you know, pull our weight. But it's an area we are also concerned about. And at the end of the day, the bottom line is funding.
That's true.
So, and that's where we appeal to the private sector.
Yeah.
No matter how much government
support
puts into
government.
sports, it can never be enough, and we need more of the private sector to come in and give us that support to be able to go to greater heights. All right.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Francis Orbih, President, Badminton Federation of Nigeria, live on the show today. Thank you for coming today. Thank you to Omodia for being a part of the show as well.